let's be honest. Every time we go to an all-you-can-eat restaurant, we go with just one thing in mind. To get maximum value for money.
I can feel that you're going to eat a lot. And
Yeah, might be here all day.
We don't want to fall for the tactics like Chris and George.
Oh my God, look at the amount of seaweed.
We don't want to stumble at the first hurdle like school kids.
As much as we're saying, try all the other dishes, they all love their chips.
We want to eat as much as we can and pay as little as possible. But in Moors, someone has taken this goal one step too far and has tried to avoid paying anything at all.
We came just now from the street. We went after them.
I knew that was going to happen, yeah. When everyone leaves the table, that's generally what it means, that they're going to do a walkout. So, sadly, that's what it is.
You can't run off without paying. It's not right.
You need to go out and talk to them. They've left without paying, the two ladies.
And why? Were they with the meeting?
Ask like, well, they were at 47 actually, behind us.
Yes, I saw the meeting.
Yeah.
A couple of girls came in to eat and they didn't want to pay.
The thing that annoys me most are people that try to fleece you. We have a policy on price and they're trying to get something for nothing.
Detective Minaj is on the case. Yep, definitely not there anymore.
You can tell that there's lots of things that give away when somebody's going to actually try and slip out. But they'll disappear to the washroom, one will disappear somewhere else. Things like that will happen.
No buffet will survive if customers don't pay. That's just against the rules.
We don't let it happen. We chase the people if we have to and bring them back in.
Yeah, I won't call that chasing, Minaj. But with the police involved, the customer suddenly has an attack of conscience.
The lady would like to pay and she's here. So were you with the other girl?
Yeah, she wanted £16.
Yes.
Yeah, so there, I'll give her a £5 as well.
Well done. I'm sorry, what's your name?
No problem.
You don't have to tell me your name.
It's all right, yeah.
You know what, that's really honest of you.
We weren't even finished, I had about two chicken nuggets.
Oh, yeah, the old 2 chicken nuggets defence. Heard it before, love.
An honest citizen. Maybe, maybe not. Do I believe her? I don't think she'd have paid one bit. Yes, why would they have run away? And why is the other girl run away not to pay? Simple, they didn't want to pay. It's only because we've made a fuss they've returned. Result.
So, doing a runner isn't going to beat the buffet either. And anyway, that's cheating. But you know what? Even an all-you-can-eat has an Achilles heel. It's a Friday night and the full fat gamble of the buffet concept is not paying off at Flames.
My worst nightmare would be if there's no customers. That's just a disaster.
The restaurant has to cook enough of their chicken tikka masala, prawn madras and vegetable balti to tempt punters in. But if they don't turn up, the food is wasted.
A lot of bookings didn't came today. That's the biggest problem.
What's the number exactly? How many no-shows you had?
Around 40. A bit more than 40.
Nobody called, no? No cancellations?
No, nothing. They just didn't show up, unfortunately.
A night with no customers hits an all-you-can-eat twice as hard as a regular restaurant. And this is where their businesses are most vulnerable.
Today, it's really a bad day for us. I haven't seen a Friday like this for a long time. We had 40 no-shows, no people didn't turn up. Like if you see, there is a lot of food left out now. More than like half of the shipping dishes. So the cost is actually proportional. By looking at the amount of food which is left out, it's like, at least 600 pounds. That's the amount of food we're going to waste tonight, and which is a lot of money.
I can't bear it. Look at all that tasty goodness, all going to waste.
The most stressful thing isn't actually the fact that people are eating too much. It's actually the waste. At the end of the night, having to throw away a bucket full of food, that's probably the most heartbreaking thing.
Today we definitely didn't break even. It's a loss today.
This can't be right. Do we really want to beat the buffets and put these places out of business? These restaurants are an oasis of happiness in a cruel, diet-obsessed world. Hey, they're even attracting new customers who never normally visit an all-you-can-eat.
I was classically trained in cordon bleu cookery, and I like to think of myself as a food expert.
Believe it or not, this is Murdy's first ever trip to an all-you-can-eat.
What happens? Oh, it looks busy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go and eat in an all-you-could-eat restaurant because I just don't think you would get the standard of food. I know lots of people like value for money, and I know that they, will probably pile their plates up and go back for seconds, thirds. To me, I think, that's almost like gluttony, and that sort of food that they're probably serving is probably only fit for pigs.
Yeah, but sexy pigs though. Like Miss Piggy, or that one from Babe. Murdy clearly hasn't known the joys of combining chips, noodles and chicken curry, all on one plate.
Should we go and see what they've got then?
Yeah, let's go. The duck's all in there.
That's duck? Oh, it looks a bit dried up. I don't think I'll be having that.
Do you want to grab a plate whilst you're here?
I haven't seen anything I like yet.
The way we manage volume and ensuring that things don't run out is little and often, little and often, little and often.
Just came at the right time, nice and hot. Wow, look at that.
Because if you cook too much of one thing, it takes longer to cook. So from the wok, there could be 2 chefs there. They can be cooking 4 dishes at the same time.
Is it nice?
Yeah, it is actually. See, to me, I'll be full after eating this. Well, I'm really surprised. I didn't think that the food would be as exciting as this. I was expecting it to be quite, really, run-of-the-mill stuff.
It's nice that you can see him in the middle cooking as well. That's something a bit different.
This fussy eater seems to have seen the light.
The type of restaurants I like are usually quiet and intimate. I tend not to like, big noisy places with lots of people in them. I think I need to concentrate on what I'm eating.
Not here you don't. The joy of the all-you-can-eat is that we don't have to make tough decisions, like whether to have a starter or a dessert or a side dish to go with the main course.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
And at Moore's, you can even combine the triple joy of big meals, low costs, and a disco.
Tonight, if you feel like celebrating, please make some noise!
It's a seductive threesome, a menage a trois if you like. Because you know what? The secret of the all-you-can-eat success is simple. It's about getting enough of us through the door.
The whole concept is basically based on numbers. You need the volume through the door, but the way I see it, the larger the restaurant, the more you can offer. The more you can offer, the more attractive it looks for customers.
Just like a casino, if enough of us turn up, the restaurants will definitely make a profit.
I don't waste any time worrying about big eaters because our philosophy is more. It's in the DNA of what we do. And sometimes you'll make a healthy margin from one guest and you'll make less from another. As long as the average of the week pans out to be a reasonably good margin, everyone's happy.
It means we get to keep saying, stuff the diet, I'm going out.
As it suggests, it's a buffet, and eat as much as you want.
The restaurants know exactly what to give us.
If you want to be wined and dined, that isn't what we do. It isn't what we're about. We don't tend to be like that.
And most importantly, that the all-you-can-eats are here to stay. Now get me out of here. I'm starving.